Federer serves to this point.
Federer's been winning 92%. That's 12 of 13 points when he gets the first serve in. Serving for the set makes it a little bit difficult. He's one first serve in this game. And now he's down a break point. So Lightning strikes quickly at 4-3 and then bang bang, and Tipsarevic, who's serving well, loses his serve to love. Now Federer down a break point for the first time.
That's long, and he'd been travelling so securely. Federer serving for the set, misses some first serves. Tipsarevic strikes back. Well done. 5-4, Federer.
Federer will not be happy with that. He was robbed on that last point because the forehand, it hit the tape, and the net tape here is very, very tight. And it bounced.
Interesting play. Tipsarevic a chance to tie it up here.
Love.
Federer not near as crisp today, but it's on the early stages.
All.
Has an excellent Davis Cup record, Tipsarevic, 25-9. He knows what it's like to play under pressure.
The only time these two have played was in Davis Cup competition, wasn't it? Federer won that pretty comfortably in straight sets. Crowd want a contest. They're getting one here in this opening set. Federer wasn't able to lock it up when he served for it. And Tipsarevic is off the ground, has been very secure, particularly off the backhand. Forehand he made some errors, but he's also hit some winners. This is a good approach from Tipsarevic. Down the line, Federer rips this cross court. Look how it dips down there. Tipsarevic at full stretch. Here, another look at it. Look at the racket. Swings through the ball. Racket head speed. And then he's on these moves to cover the next shot, Federer. That's the secret.
40-13.
Big serve. 201 kilometres an hour.
Right through the line. Skidded through.
207 is his fastest to date. It's a very timely serve at 30 all.
Ball.
out.
It's wide.
Game
Well played,
Tipsarevic.
Tipsarevic.
5 games all for 6.
It's a former Australian Open Junior Boys Singles Champion, Tipsarevic. Won that title in 2001.
There's the forehand, and this one just wide again. Tipsarevic got an eagle eye. He caught that. One judge signals it wide. 5 all.
Love.
Good footwork as he gets in position for this forehand, Federer. Wide again.
15 all.
Good foot speed from both men there.
30-15.
That was in a good passing shot here. An excellent volley, keeps it short. He has to stretch Tipsarevic. He gets the angle. Federer knocks it off, covers the net, moves forward again. Look at this, on the toes, and then moves to his right.
40-15. Game, Federer.
Good variety on serve from Federer. 6-5, first set.
6 games to 5, first set.
World's press, as ever, looking to get that spectacular shot, particularly of the world #1. They're here in force. Tipsarevic trying to have something to say about this. 5-6.
Love.
I can't believe that. That makes it 12 unforced errors. And he's made 12 and Tipsarevic only 10. So as we mentioned, it's not as clean a match today so far for the world's #1.
Love.
We mentioned earlier, Federer hasn't been tested to this point, winning his first 2 rounds extremely comfortably. Defeated Hartfield 6-love, 6-3, 6-love, then Santoro 6-1, 6-2, 6-love.
30-15.
He hesitated there. We haven't seen him do that throughout his matches. He's been very positive. When he commits himself to go in behind a chip return, he's followed through with it. They're the first serve percentage, 32%, but he's still in this set. can see Federer measure this one. He feels for this passing shot, doesn't hit it with a lot of confidence. Federer plenty of time as he moves there. Tipsarevic knows he let his man off there.
Oh, foot fault called on what was an ace. Tragedy.
Yeah. And he had Federer walking, didn't he? Federer had given it to him. And
well, he's missed it. It was interesting play. Federer's return very short, and he anticipated the floater from Tipsarevic. Tipsarevic saw him coming and got it just wide enough. Federer misses it.
You can't believe it.
Well, if he holds here, we go to a tiebreaker, and that's a bit of a raffle, often.
He hit that with the back of his racket.
Yes. I think he did.
I think he went round the other way. Replay. Here we go. We'll have a look, see if what he does. Yes, he did. He went round the other way. That's quite extraordinary. Told you he was a bit of a free spirit.
He is a free spirit, yeah.
Oh, he missed it again.
Advantage, Tipsarevic.
He's given Tipsarevic a couple of gifts here where he's worked his way into the net and got exactly what he wanted. You watch the footwork of Federer here, and on his toes, on the balls of his feet, moves back again, and this is where he runs around, gets into the net. Look at the speed, and this is an easy volley, particularly for a fellow like Federer.
Well, Tipsarevic finally finding the target with the first serve.
Game's all, first set, tiebreak.
Nothing else
Both players will now
matters
receive an
now
additional
other than
challenge.
the tiebreak. 6-all, and records. Federer's played so many of them. He's won 214 tiebreakers and lost 115. And Tipsarevic has won 28 and lost 32. So a wealth of extra experience for the Swiss man.
1-0 Federer.
Makes no mistake about this one. The wrong foot's Tipsarevic. He's looking for the cross court. Federer holds it down the line.
Big serve. It's a quick action. Timed that one sweetly.
As I said, it's very tough to read. Very difficult to read. I don't know where it's going because there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle on the serve, I think. Quick jerky motion.
Let first service.
Almost hits the ball on the way up, Fred. Like Roscoe Tanner from years gone past. That's what makes the swing so quick. Well, Tipsarevic giving Federer every opportunity to pass.
And a miss hit here from Federer. Another crack here. This normally is his bread and butter for him, and that one's halfway up the net, this backhand.
Federer.
Excellent from Tipsarevic.
Well, we've talked about that backhand wing. He has just clobbered the ball and no holding back. That one right in the corner. You can't hit it any better with better placement. It's too much power.
So 6 games all, 3 points all. 44 minutes have been in progress.
Tipsarevic.
If Tipsarevic can get one of these 2 points, he'll be in great shape. 3-4.
Good serve and sets up this one. He makes no mistake about this. That's as hard a forehand as he's hit this set. Winds up. Well, that's good because he was ploughing forward. That was a brilliant shot from Tipsarevic. And deep.
Federer.
And this man has to get back. Look at that leap. He's half a metre off the ground as he makes contact in 3/4 court. Tipsarevic that's just too good.
They can't afford to blink here, Tipsarevic. Long. It was another good serve at the body.
This is a good approach shot too. That time he didn't steer it. He basically hit that one and put Federer under pressure to come up with it. And he missed the forehand pass.
Well, someone after this point is going to have a set point.
That's too good. That is just brilliant. Again, he's only hit 41% of first serves in. But boy, he's got them in at the right time. That last one out wide. Opens the court. Brave enough to go for it. Set point.
Thank you.
He's done it! What a fabulous running forehand from Tipsarevic, and he's done something that no man's been able to do here for some time, and that is take a set from the world number one. First set, Tipsarevic.
Three and couldn't close the gate. And this man hung in. Federer missed two relatively easy volleys on big points. And this was the winning forehand from 3 meters behind the baseline. And he has won the opening set.
Please quickly, please. Thank you. Second set.
Set 2.
Tipsarevic to serve.
And things have not gone to script.
Thank you. Players are ready.
After 48 minutes, it's Tipsarevic leading 1-0 in this third round encounter.
Love. Love.
You wonder what's going through Federer's mind at the moment. Knows he should have won this first set and he hasn't, and that was another good serve from Tipsarevic. They're a little bit lethargic today, I feel.
Oh, that's pinpoint accuracy from the serve.
40 love.
Well, you can't do it much better than that two-fister. 40 love now.
Well, he's just throwing everything he's got at Federer at the moment. He's on a roll. He's going with it.
Another one. Federer just puts that one up in the air and he accepts the challenge. Tipsarevic. That's the tattoo on his left forearm. Got one on his right forearm as well.
Tipsarevic, partner of Federer. Hasn't seen this at the Australian Open for some time. Remembering Federer won last year without dropping a set. Has not dropped a set this year here until right now.
Well, that reverse, he must do that when he feels he's out of the point. Gives it that reverse flick, but sometimes you can hurt your arm that way. Different tendons and different muscles being used.
all. Let's first service. He
started the match so well as far as aces are concerned. He's had 5 served within the first 2 games. That was number 8.
30 all.
I think he's just being a little impatient here at the moment. Federer, he hasn't found the range and needs to work his way back into this a little.
Hasn't got any rhythm at all going. I just think he's not moving to the ball.
40-30. Game Federer. 1 game all, second set. Love. Second service. All.
This time he steps in, he's a metre inside the baseline, clips that one. That's probably as clean a backhand as he's hit so far today. That one's on the line. Kid's not going to go away. Tipsarevic.
30-15.
Three years old.
Well, the first serve wasn't working particularly well in the first set. But now really finding the range. 75% found the target in the second set. Early days, but ominous signs for Federer.
That was a squash shot. That was not supposed to come back. And
40,
in 9 out of 10 cases, if it had been anybody else but Federer, it would not have come back. And it comes back for an outright winner. Draws the applause from, yeah, not bad. And that's shown up on the big screen here, so the patrons have a bit of a laugh at it. Facial expression from Tipsarevic.
Tipsarevic is challenging the call.
Straight away. He asked me straight away.
Tipsarevic is challenging the call. The left baseman. The ball was called good.
Federer saying it's way too late after he played the shot and missed at the other end of the court. He's saying it's too late for the challenge. And the ball was out.
Well, I agreed with that.
Yeah, same here.
He asked me straight away.
I didn't hear Tipsarevic ask until after the point was completed. I may have missed it.
No,
that was my impression.
It wasn't that of Alison Lang. So he's got away with one there. I agree.
Game.
So Alison Lang has blemished her record.
Well, the bottom line is it's a service hole for Tipsarevic. We're on serve in the second. 2-1.
Well, he's wanted somebody to go out and take a racket out, tell the restring is 28-27.
Time.
So that's probably 28 on the mains and 27 on the crosses.
Kilos, that is.
Yeah, we just sent a racket off to be strong for Tipsarevic. He says the stringers know the tension and everything.
There you go. I think you heard that. The stringer has been told about the tension for the Tipsarevic racket. At the moment, though, he's using his current racket exceptionally well. He's ahead. Set and 2-1.
love.
Maybe that little altercation with Alison Lang, maybe just what he needs to give himself a kick along. Federer, he moved to that one a little better.
Ball!
Still the unforced errors flowing reasonably freely from the Federer racket. 17 at this stage. 6 more than off the racket of Tipsarevic.
Game, Federer. Two games, all second sets.
Federer changed rackets here as the balls are changed. Do you give credence to this philosophy, Fred?
Well, all the players do it today, don't they? They feel as though after 7 games that the rackets lose a bit of tension, and they probably do, but well, you just never had those opportunities. You played with the strings until they broke. You couldn't go out and have... Federer gets half a dozen rackets done every day, whether he plays with them or not, and that sort of started with Pete Sampras and those boys. I think it's a great waste of gut. I don't think there can be that much difference in conditions. Conditions probably a little heavier inside this afternoon than they've been. I say that because the roof is closed.
Long.
15 all.
Just can't make any headway at the moment. Federer had the first point, had an opening there. Made another error.
Very uncharacteristic, isn't it? Because from the time those two volleys he missed, I've never seen him miss those pretty much back-to-back games. And they were such important points. But can't take anything away from this man. He's stuck in there. Merkel's got to be
15-13.
a little concerned. As you mentioned, he hasn't lost a set, didn't lose a set here last year. This is the third round, 2008, and he just dropped a set.
Tightened up his play a little bit there,
15,
Federer.
14.
By that I mean he played a little bit more conservatively, seemed more determined not to make an error there, and ultimately the error came from Tipsarevic. So break points here now for Federer.
Federer is challenging the call on the left sideline. The ball was called good.
Not sure that Federer feels entirely convinced that he's right, but
no, he's not wrapped in this Hawkeye. He's one of the players that does it. He's just missed it though. Look at that.
that must be in by half a millimetre.
30-14.
But it's in. That was break
Federer
point,
has two
remember.
challenges remaining.
So he's staying alive by the barest of margins in this game. Tipsarevic.
That's a gutsy play. He's out of that point a couple of times, Tipsarevic, and then moves forward. I thought the volley might be floating out, but did the right thing. And in he comes, this one here, close to the line there, and just makes it easy. Gutsy effort, saves 2 break points.
Advantage Tipsarevic.
That's been his most successful serve, Jeff, hasn't it? The one direct, straight at the body.
And it's good thinking. Federer is standing reasonably close, so by serving at the body, he hasn't got much time to move out of the way. No room for a full swing at the ball. Well, he holds on, Tipsarevic. That was an important game. The fist is clenched. 3-2 he leads. Second set.
Tipsarevic leads 3-2, second set, and by 1 set to love.
Janko Tipsarevic was broken in the 7th game of the first set, and it seemed as if that will be enough for Federer to take the first set as he served at 5-3. Tipsarevic had nothing of it. He broke back, went on to win the first set in a tiebreaker. And now, midway through the second, He's holding firm. Tipsarevic leading 3-2.
Seats quickly, please. Thank you. Players are ready. Any seat for now. $15 love. $30 love. $40 love. No, it's inside.
Tenth ace. Federer. Now he's conceding this.
Game.
Is quite extraordinary, Tipsarevic. I mean, it's sportsmanlike, but really he's likely to get some calls that go against him. But this is the second time he's conceded.
This is where Federer did the damage in the first set. That serve was way in. Tipsarevic questioned that call. Now it's 3-all in the second.
$15 love.
Conditions are a little heavier. That means the balls don't travel through the air as quickly, and most of his errors are coming by being hit into the net. Federer. Right now he has no clue of picking that serve. Tipsarevic has got him off balance. He gets that first serve in.
Well, a lot more errors today from the racket of Federer, but certainly this man Tipsarevic, he's got real weight of shot off the ground, and Federer didn't see that sort of weight of shot, and he's opening 2 rounds.
Marty Mulligan there. Australian player who moved to Italy.
Former Wimbledon finalist.
Yep. Moves right in on this one, and he anticipates Tipsarevic looking for the one down the line. Don't have much room to spare on that volley though. It's Mulligan who went back to play.
Thank you.
Play Davis Cup for Italy. Retained Martino Mulligano.
Oh, good serve. So this is interesting times here. The world #1 certainly not having it his own way. It's Tipsarevic, a set and 4-3. So there's somewhat of an air of anticipation here in Rod Laver Arena. This large crowd that's been so used to seeing Federer in the driver's seat at the moment. He's playing catch-up tennis.
Federer is challenging the call on the right far sideline. The ball's called out.
He's got it this time.
15 love. Love.
Holding serve reasonably comfortably. It needs to see if he can make some impression on the Tipsarevic serve Federer if he's to tighten this match up.
Love 15. Love 13.
Well, this is the best opportunity Federer has had for some time on the Tipsarevic serve.
Yeah, 15-40 and got out of it earlier. Tipsarevic got out of it, I mean.
That was a 2-all.
Love 40.
He's dug a hole for himself here, Tipsarevic. 3 unforced errors.
I don't like the body language here. He's up against the best player in the world, and he's won the first set. And to flick the racket around like that, I don't think he should be feeling that. Hey, I've got this guy on the ropes. I'm going to win this. He's got to stick with the job. Otherwise, he's going to be set all before he knows what's happening. Federer can't find the range today at all. He can't believe the unforced errors. 26 unforced errors, or 26 total winners to 13, and 22 unforced errors to 16. You can see him just a little side. He can't believe the errors that are coming from that racket today. Very unusual.
30-14.
Again, Federer goes for it. Most of those ones off the back end. It's been the back end that's let him down a lot on the big points. And that one was 6 inches too low on the net. All into the net.
Big serve.
Got to give this man credit. Been down 15-40 at 2 all. 4 all. He's down love 40. And he was at sorts with himself. You could see Federer there moving for the one down the tee. So he's having difficulty picking this serve.
Challenging service along the left side, the ball for goods.
Federer challenging this as well. Getting a bit desperate, Federer.
All way in.
Advantage Tipsarevic. Federer has 1 challenge remaining.
Genuine concern now. Oh, off the line, skidded, I think. So Tipsarevic, he fights back. 5-4 he leads. Second set, having won the first.
Tipsarevic leads 5 games to 4, second set, and by 1 set to love.
Well, the next 10 minutes or so may very well determine the fate of this match.
Speak quickly, please. Thank you.
Tipsarevic, with 1 set under his belt, if he was to take a second set, he'd be hard to track down. Federer serving to stay in the second.
Well, I think this is a must-win situation for Federer. Not saying that he can't come back. He has come back from 2 sets to love down on 3 occasions in his career, but he's all sorts with himself today so far.
Love.
I guess if you look at it dispassionately, he's only lost serve once and only gave Tipsarevic a look at 1 break point. So the opportunities for Tipsarevic to break have been very rare, but he took that 1 opportunity to break back in the first set.
Yeah, he's had 5 break points in this set, Federer, and hasn't been able to convert, and that's a very rare stat for him.
Game, Federer. 5 games all, second set.
So a very quick service hold.